We are officially 1 year to go from kicking off the greatest FIFA World Cup in history, hosted by Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Let's go. Ale, vamos. Let the countdown begin.
It's exactly 1 year to the start of the FIFA World Cup. And as you saw there at the start from FIFA President Gianni Infantino, he's looking forward to it. The first ever World Cup with 48 countries involved in 3 different countries. It's going to be big. It's going to be interesting. And it all starts off just this weekend in a sort of pre-tournament competition in the Club World Cup. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi Fiawoyi, and today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars, the postponement of the Wafu Under 20 Boys competition, Zone A and B, and also talk about some Black Stars selection news that happened in the last African Cup of Nations that saw Richard Afari being selected ahead of a certain goalkeeper. We'll have a look and listen to all that today. As usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. A year, exactly 1 year, June 11, 2026, the FIFA World Cup 2026 will kick off, and hopefully Ghana will be there and will make a mark in that competition. Fingers crossed on that one. And the last World Cup did not go according to plan, and hence we were knocked out in the group stages. Hopefully this one does go according to plan and Ghana can make a mark on it. Today I'll start off from the camp of Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. He has been speaking on the Ghana Black Stars and what we can do to do well at the upcoming World Cup. The former FA chairman, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, has stressed the need for greater team cohesion if the Black Stars are to make a meaningful impact at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, Ghana currently leads Group I of the qualifying campaign, top of the group by 3 points. Speaking in the aftermath of Senegal's impressive 3-1 win, and last night Senegal were amazing versus the 3 Lions of England, the original Taranga Lions, shutting down the 3 Lions. It ended 3-1. Now, speaking after that comeback win over England on Tuesday at the City Ground, Dr. Tamaklo highlighted the importance of unity and preparation under head coach Otto Addo as the team gears up for next year's tournament to be hosted by United States, Canada, and Mexico. Now, the Black Stars will need cohesion before the World Cup. Otherwise, the team will struggle at the tournament. Should we qualify? We have seen instances where players arrive late at the camp and the next day you see them play, which is wrong. Reflecting on Senegal's performance, he said, I watched the Senegal against England and I couldn't believe their performance. And I asked myself, could we put up a performance like this? Senegal fine fielded local players. Can we also do that? So we need to sit up and get things right before the tournament starts here. Ghana will face Chad away, then face Mali here in Ghana in the next World Cup qualifying cup. And I have to say, England lost to an African side for the first time last night, and Senegal much deserves a cohesive team performance, a united front. All honesty, it was beautiful to watch. I was excited by it. I was excited by what I watched, and I hope Ghana can do same. Team cohesion is very important, and today marking just exactly 1 year to the World Cup itself in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Really, we have to start working hard. I am going to go out on a limb, it's a good limb to say the least, that we are going to be in the World Cup. The next thing is, how far can we go in this World Cup? I do not want a group stage exit. I want to stay longer in the competition. Well, even if Ghana decides to go, I will stay longer in the competition. But with your country in it, it is much more exciting. It's much more enjoyable, in my opinion. And Hopefully Ghana can do that. We fingers crossed we can do that. Fingers crossed we can get that in the bag and hopefully do the needful in that process. Coach Otoado has a lot of work to do. We hope he's up to the task. My next story has to do with Felix. Yes, a goalkeeper who was not selected. Goalkeeper Felix Che. He spoke about Richard Ofori's selection for the last African Cup of Nations. We all know what happened in the last African Cup of Nations. We want to forget it quickly, that game versus Mozambique. But it will forever be painted in history for us in gory detail. Richard Ofori's touch, Richard Ofori's decision making, his goalkeeping was not the best in that tournament. Ofori has been good for the Ghana Black Stars, but in that particular tournament, he was abysmal to say the least. And now Mediama goalkeeper Felix Che says the call up of Richard Ofori is something quite interesting at the time. He says Chris Hughton told me if he was to drop any goalkeeper, it should be Richard Ofori. But because of his leadership roles and other stuff, he has to include him in the team. Again, I was told Ofori's inclusion was to help regain his confidence and also use the tournament as a springboard to get a new club. Interesting. It was Christmas, so Houghton wished me well, and I told him I have no qualms. He is the head coach and knows what's best for the team. It's normal. Anything can happen during national team call-ups, he said. Quite an interesting revelation here from Gary L. Smith. He posted it on his social media handle. It's quite interesting. These things never do go away fully. The influence on the national team, the coaches having to select players not because of footballing reasons, leadership, get a new club, boost him. It's so unfortunate that these things happen. And if we want to grow or progress as a national team and do what the likes of Senegal are doing versus England, this is not the line we have to toe. It's unfortunate that this has to happen. Not to say if Felix Che had been imposed anything different, well, something different could have happened. But not to say that it would have assured an AFCON victory. But these elections, when especially players know the reasons why, do not help us in the end. It is not the best of environment. It doesn't create the best of environment to help the national team. And to hear this and to see this happening for the good glare of the public is quite worrying. Hopefully, Otoado will not do that. Some are saying that he does that already. But hopefully, we learn that players should be called up based on merit most of the time. The others that are not called on merit and are there to help team bonding should not really be involved in the play where they influence things directly. That's my opinion. But let me know what you think. My final story has to do with the Wafu Under 20 competition. It has been cancelled. Yes, the Wafu Under 20 competition has been postponed. The leadership of Wafu regrets to announce that the Wafu Zone A and B Under 20 Boys Cup of Nations, scheduled to take place at Pram Pram from 15 June to 30th June, has been postponed. Now, a new date for the tournament will be announced in due course. We kindly request that participating teams, officials, and stakeholders remain patient and keep an eye out our official communication channels for updates of the revised schedule. The tournament's rescheduling aims to ensure the best possible conditions for a successful event, and we are committed to delivering an exciting competition for all participants. So the Wafu Boys competition, which was supposed to be held in Ghana here, Ghana, Nigeria, and the likes in Pram Pram, unfortunately, it's not going to happen like we thought it would. It's unfortunate, but that is the scenario we find ourselves in. So that has been it for today, 11 of June 2026. The World Cup will kick off. FIFA president has said it in that opener you saw there. Also talking to you about the Black Stars. Team cohesion is important. Dr. Nyahu reflecting on that Senegal win versus England. Felix Che with some revelations on why Richard Ofori was called up. And also the Under 20 Boys competition postponed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.